Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan ya uti. Ahlan wa sahlan ya akhi. So, I'm here to discuss something I've been thinking about, right? I don't think atheism exists. I don't think somebody can actually be atheist. Now, what is theism, right? The idea of theism is essentially the belief in a higher power or a higher order or a sort of mindset that pretty much brings to credence that something comes from something. And effectively, atheism does not exist for a couple of reasons, in my opinion. Now, in the strict sense of atheism, there can't be any idea of good or bad that is universal. The reason why I say this is because to where will you get your moral credence to be able to say this is good or this is bad? Now, you could say yourself, right? You could even say society. However, that will not be a universal construct because what is good to one person could be not good for another. What is good for one society could be bad for the next. Moreover, even if you claim to not have a religion, you will have a religion. What is religion? Religion is effectively the kind of construct that one makes to cope and deal with daily life. It can be argued that religion is effectively habit. It is the habit of the habitus, more or less. And the thing that one engages in the most, or the thing that one turns to the most, can be argued to be effectively their God. Now, I say this to mean that someone could drink alcohol all day and night. They don't believe in the idea of a God in the conventional or quote unquote Abrahamic sense, or even in the sense that there's a creator in the traditional sense. However, this individual who drinks and cannot live without drinking alcohol, ethanol, could very well be their God. Ethanol could be their God because ethanol is what that person turns to, good or bad. Ethanol is what that person pretty much goes to under any circumstance. And also, it is the creator of the perceived good they experience or the perceived ability for them to escape the thing that they're trying to escape from, which is the case for most alcoholics. If you are someone who does not believe in the conventional sense of a creator, right? They can still turn to this thing, alcohol, drugs, 0K, it doesn't matter, anything, women, right? If you turn to this thing the most and you go for that thing to pretty much derive the goodness you want to experience from this world, or to effectively turn and run away from the thing that hurts you the most, then that thing is your authoritative figure, more or less. You may think that the alcohol is controlled by you, but to most alcoholics, the alcohol controls them. For theists, specifically Muslims, we do not control Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanallah, not at all. Allah controls us in the sense that he allows for us to have free will. He allows for us to make these decisions. So no, there cannot be, in a strict sense, any type of atheist. Anyone who claims to be an atheist and they claim to look at it from a scientific perspective, they say, oh, science is what rules. Then science is your God, right? And the sad thing about that, one who believes in scientism cannot actually believe in anything. Now, this is what I mean. For scientism, you have to effectively admit that everything you believe can change by the way of a better scientific method, by the way of better formulations of theories, laws, right? The culmination of innovations can discard the things of the past and make them irrelevant. So whatever it is you're believing in now as a scientist, if you embrace scientism, could very well be false. And you cannot consider anything to be true. You'll go to an infinite loop. And this infinite loop will only come about because humans are imperfect creations. Yes, the Almighty has bestowed upon us logic and knowledge, which is, in a sense, due to lack of better words, these attributes we have are similar attributes that the Almighty has, but they just pale in comparison, right? They're just not even close to the greatness of Azza wa Jalla. However, we have the ability to make connections, but our connections are ultimately going to lead us to realize that we have better connections to make from A to B, and then from B to C, onward into an infinite cycle. Thus, one being an individual who embraced scientism as an atheist can never consider anything to be true. Humans are going to pale in comparison to everything that is considered perfect. And there's only one thing that's considered perfect. It's Azza wa Jalla, the one who sent all the Nabis, alayhi salatu salam. Right? Now, yeah, pretty much. The Almighty is existing. The Almighty is real. And the idea of becoming an atheist or being an atheist is not rejecting the idea of the Almighty. It's rejecting yourself. Jazakallahu khairan. Ma salama.